shopping center. One of those big indoor malls.
Oh my God.
No chance. Forget it. Let's get out of here.
Wait a minute, they can't get up here.
Yeah, and we can't go down there.
Let's check it out.
Most of the gates are down. I don't think they can get into the stores.
I haven't seen any of them up on the second floor.
The big department stores usually use both floors.
If we can get in up top. It's pretty lit up in there.
Guess the power's not off in this area. A lot of Philly's still lit. Could be nuclear.
What are they doing? Why did they come here?
Some kind of instinct, memory of what they used to do. This was an important place in their lives.
All right, thanks for joining us again. We're looking at another George Romero film, Dawn of the Dead, which was filmed and came out in 1978, 10 years after Night of the Living Dead. And it was also filmed in the Pittsburgh area. We're in Monroeville at the Monroeville Mall. So a lot's changed since 1978 when they filmed here, but there's quite a bit that hasn't changed. And like the stonework there hasn't changed. I don't believe much of this entrance has changed. So we're gonna go in and check it out. All right, so now we're entering the mall. We just parked our car. I love the stonework here. A lot of the elements in the mall are still original from the movie from 1978, and the stonework is one of them. And also, as we enter here, a lot of the walls are the same, and a lot of the flooring is the same too. A lot has changed though. The mall, like a lot of malls, has been expanded. The JCPenney is no longer in the same space. Things like that. But a lot of things are very similar. Such as we enter here, even though we parked our car, we are entering on the second level, and that marble pillar there you see in the film, that was also those were also original. And now we're looking down at where the famous fountain was, the fountain where the zombies would fall into, walk around, and also where the bikers came in. That escalator there wasn't there at the time. The whole space was the fountain area, which is neat.
With those bay doors open, there's going to be 1,000 zombies in here. That'll take the heat off us. These guys are going to have their hands full. Let them fight it out. Get up on the balcony and stay out of sight. I'll meet you at the information booth.
All right, you guys, don't be looking for yourself. Look for us now. Let's go.
All right, so that's that same area where the fountain was, where the bikers came in on the lower level. We're going to look at that entrance later on the lower level. And all this was where the fountain was in the movie. And as you can see, the marble columns are still there. And a lot of the flooring is also original. So now we're going to take a walk around the mall. And the reason why I can't do live audio in the mall is because they've got a lot of music playing and it's copyrighted. So now we're walking along the second level and we're going to come to a very important area, very famous, right by the, I think it's called Auntie Anne's Cookies there. Coming right along. And then we turn here, and it's a long hallway where the restrooms are. This is probably one of the most famous hallways in movie history, definitely in horror history. This is the hallway where they came out of, Stephen, Roger, and Peter, and Francine, and also the famous hallway where once Stephen becomes a zombie, he leads them to their secret door. This was the door where they came in and out of from the upper level. So we're walking along here, and women's restrooms are on the left, men's are on the right, and just after the men's restroom, you see this little alcove. That's the famous door. Amazing. Most famous door, I think. This is that famous door that Stephen led them to when he became a zombie. That was so sad when he became a zombie. I love it. This was the door they came in and out of when they went back to their hiding place on the upper level. And now it's a hallway people go up and down to use the restrooms. I doubt many people know what went on in this hallway back in 1978. There used to be phone booths there on the left where you see that Coke machine. Of course, phone booths aren't around too much anymore. I love it. I was so excited when I saw this hallway. Amazing. Amazing what they did in this mall. And this is another famous scene. This is where you see the Forever 21. This is where Tom Savini fell to his demise when he played the biker. He fell right there.
Son of a bitch.
Come on, man, let's get the hell out of here.
And now what's funny, they have a trampoline there, some kind of trampoline, so Tom Savini would have maybe survived if he fell there today. Now we're walking along, and this is another important location on the second level. This, I'm pretty sure, is where the bank used to be, the bank where they went in there and got all the money. That was so exciting. That's like everyone's dream, to go in and just take free money and fur coats and all the things that they took. Walking along the mall. It's a surprisingly busy mall. It's funny, most malls are dead these days, no pun intended. But this mall is very much alive. I saw hardly any empty stores. Now we're at the end of the mall. Across the way there is the Living Dead Museum, which we're going to do another video on. And down there is the bust of George Romero, which is so nice they honor him there. And this is the end of the mall where the atrium used to be, the clock tower rather. The big clock tower in this atrium was right here. You can see it there. But no more clock tower. And that JCPenney's and the Dick's Sporting Goods there, that didn't used to be there. That was an added part of the mall. I'll show you in a bit where the JCPenney's used to be. Love it. And again, the marble columns are original and these kind of mid-century floors. Now we're going down another hallway. And this is one of the hallways where they had to secure with the VW. I loved it when they ran around the mall when they drove around with that VW. That was so exciting, so clever. So this would have been one of the entrances that they had to secure from the zombies when they locked all the doors. And it's great. Right here they have just wonderful photos. They really honor the history of the mall. That's an old photo of the fountain. It looks so pretty. I guess they don't have fountains anymore in malls. And this is one of the kind of Japanese-looking little bridges that they used to have there. And there used to be a stairway here in the mall. Now that's definitely gone. And they're honoring George Romero there in that shot. It's so great how they really pay homage. Oh, that's a great shot from the movie with the four principals there. Love that shot. And the man there, George Romero. And there on the stairway, kind of mid-century stairway. They have a poster here. I just really love how they really honor the history of this mall. It's great. Yeah, celebrating our history, Monroeville. Monroeville, by the way, is just outside of Pittsburgh, where George Romero was from, obviously. And love the picture of the old ice skating rink there. So great. There's some photos of the cast. Oh, and I love this. There used to be a Gimbel's store, and there was also a Gimbel's restaurant and cocktail lounge. You don't get that much anymore. And then that's a great photo of the original fountain in the mall. It looks so tropical and beautiful. And there's a nice photo of the clock tower. And there's the gimbals there behind it. That's where we just were, where the Dick's Sporting Goods and JCPenney's is located now. So this is another entrance that they would have secured with their cute VW hatchback. Now those walls are original. You see that in the movie, the brick walls. Now this is another entrance. We're on the second level looking down, and this is a very famous shot where you see the zombies really kind of converging there. Oh, and we'll get down there later. That's a famous area where the zombies were. I love this shot here of the zombies in the parking lot. That's just great. Looks the same. The old stonework is the same. Parking lot looks the same. The building behind there, which is a Firestone building, is the same. Now we're back inside the mall. We're still on the second level. This is a close-up shot of the Living Dead Museum, which we'll do a video on. That's a great museum. It was really unexpected. I didn't know. I actually thought they were just selling T-shirts and trinkets, but they sell a lot of cute things. But really upper level, and this is where the JCPenney's was. So this is where the JCPenney's was, right here. It was 2 stories. On the ground level now is the H&M. On the upper level is some cinemas, movie theaters. But those escalators are still the same. The marble columns are the same. So this is where those great scenes were shot when they were securing themselves in the JCPenney's and fooling the zombies. I love that when they would fool the zombies going from one floor to the other. The zombies weren't too smart. So these escalators are original, and then panning the camera around, we're going into the food court, and the food court was where the ice skating rink was. So it's all in this area. But this is where a lot of the filming was shot. Those scenes that we just showed you with the zombies being locked out of the JCPenney. Must have been a big JCPenney. It was 2 stories. Those escalators are still there. Now we're in the food court with a shot there of the ice skating rink. I guess they don't really have ice skating rinks in shopping malls anymore. But you can kind of tell that it was an ice skating rink because it's a big oval area that you can imagine could easily be an ice skating rink. Love this. This is where Stephen and Francine went ice skating. I think the zombies went kind of walking around there too. Now we're panning out back to those original escalators and where the JCPenney's was. I love it. A lot of filming was done right here. When it was a JCPenney's. Now on the ground level, we're back in the atrium part where the clock tower was, and I love how they honor George Romero with this plaque. Such a legendary person in the Pittsburgh area and worldwide. So prolific, so many movies. Yeah, and this is the big atrium area. I don't know why they took out the clock tower. I think it would have still worked. I thought it was really nice. Now we're back at the place where we started on the second level, where the fountain was. It's now a play area, where the original fountain was. I guess malls don't have fountains anymore, where the bikers went around. Love it. I love that dramatic scene where the bikers come in and run around. And now it's a play area. Very well used mall. As I said before, it's one of the most undead malls. It's kind of ironic that I've ever been to. Very lively mall. There's the original marble pillars there. And now we're going into a very famous entrance and exit. This is the ground floor entrance where the bikers come in and where the zombies also came in. You can see them there. This mall is pretty active. There wasn't too many empty stores. Now I think in the film you still see the that Firestone car service. I think that was here. So this is really an important shot. I think, I could be wrong, but I think they came in this way, the bikers, right here. But then the zombies were all coming from this location right here. There's a really famous shots where you see this stone wall, which is still here, and the zombies would be pounding on the doors. Love it. All right, so I think we're going to end it here with this famous entrance and exit for the film Dawn of the Dead. Still a classic after, I don't know how many years, 50, 45? It's quite a few. So I think that will be it for Dawn of the Dead at the Monroeville Mall. Thanks for watching, and if you like our videos, you can subscribe. Be seeing you.